Welcome to La Paz. With an average elevation of 3,600 meters above sea level, the administrative capital of Bolivia is one of the world's highest cities. Built in a canyon in the valleys of the Andes, the La Paz metropolitan area is today home to more than 2 million Bolivians and a major hub for the country's culture and tourism industry. Clubs from La Paz have often dominated the domestic league, and none has done better than Club Bolivar. Known simply as the Academy, they're the country's most successful side and the only Bolivian club to have reached the final of a continental competition. Vladimir Soria made well over 500 appearances for Bolivar between 1985 and 2000, winning 8 national titles along the way. Today, he's their assistant manager.
Bolivar is the biggest and most important club in Bolivia. It's the team that's participated in international tournaments the most times, and we have the largest group of supporters in the country. It should be a matter of pride for any player to be able to pull on the Bolivar shirt.
Argentine head coach Angel Guillermo Hoyos joined Bolivar in 2011, and his 15-month reign has seen him add to their extensive list of honours. A league title in 2011 was followed by the most successful Copa Libertadores campaign any Bolivian club has had for more than a decade.
It's been an amazing step up for me. It's been wonderful, and I feel greatly enriched by the whole experience on both a personal and a professional level. I've had to develop many parts of the job here myself, things that maybe would be a given somewhere else. Here you find you have to be creative and find solutions as best you can, but I know I've encountered a group of players who have great desire.
After an extensive playing career across South America, Hoyos learned his trade as a coach in Europe, spending 6 years with Barcelona's reserve and junior teams before managing clubs in both Greece and Cyprus.
The methods over there are completely different, as is the planning. The training exercises are different. The food, diet, well, any aspect involved in the concept of being a professional. And so from that basis, we've started a process here that's now lasted 15 months, where we've looked at improving diets, improving the players' quality of life and all their professional aspects, their fitness, their technique, their tactical awareness, their psychology.
In international competitions, it's easy to point to the advantage Bolivian clubs have of playing their home games at very high altitude. However, in this year's Libertadores, Bolivar showed that they were capable of picking up victories on the road as well as being strong at home. Although they were ultimately dismantled in Brazil by reigning champion Santos, they achieved what few Bolivian sides had done before. Uruguayan striker William Ferreira has regularly topped the scoring charts since he moved to Bolivar in 2009.
Our style has always been to go for it, whether we're playing at home or away. And this season, things have changed for us at international level. We went to places like Colombia and Chile and played without fear against teams there. I think that's been the style of this club for the last year and a half, to always start a game on the attack.
However, the Libertadores campaign did have a severe impact on their league form. A congested calendar saw Bolivar regularly field reserve sides in domestic competition, and they had to kick off one league game played just 24 hours after facing Santos away with just 7 men.
What we've seen over the past 4 months is that being in the Copa Libertadores, playing at international level, is a huge jump both in quantity and quality. This concerns all of Bolivia and not just one club. All the clubs, all of Bolivian football, the national team, the federation, everyone. They should all sit down and talk about reaching an agreement which is fair for all. We need an agreement which will benefit the clubs and football here overall, so that Bolivia's standing at international level is as high as possible.
With Hoyos, Ferreira and others coming to the end of their contracts, Bolivar's short-term future remains under a cloud of unanswered questions. but a successful Apertura campaign over the second half of this year would see them return to Libertadores play in 2013. And no matter who's in charge, building on their status as Bolivia's biggest club is always on the agenda.
There's a lot of expectation for the future. The goal is to improve in a relatively short period of time, to get to a final, or even to win the Copa Libertadores. That's the project, and the idea is to make it happen in the next 5 years, or sooner than that if possible. We want to be able to lift the Copa Libertadores trophy.